All right. We are live here at Musette Bar. Scotch doubles match coming your way. We got Scotty Jones, the Scotty Jones versus David Janecek, and the Polish Prince, Pat Wancewicz, and Chris Harper are the opponents of Scotty and David. 3 sets will be played to determine the winner. 3 sets maximum, I should say. Could be over in 2 sets. Set 1. Looking at a race to 5 9-ball. Set 2, race to 4 8-ball. Set 3, if necessary, race to 3 10-ball. All Scotch. Alternate break. And it looks like we got David getting set to break the 9-ball here. All right. Good luck's around. We're ready to roll. Game number 1 in this semifinal match. Oh, I heard a ball down. Looks like another one's coming down. Nope. Stayed up. Boy, not much offensively on that 1 ball. Unless you want to get real aggressive with it. So ball down on the break. Scotty Jones to the table. Don't think he's playing offensive here. Let's see if he just goes to opposite sides of the table instead of trying to go long way. If he can hit it full, he might go send the 1 to the other end. Otherwise, they'll split him between the 5 and the 4. Oh, and he clipped the 4 on the way by. Not the start he was looking for. That brings Pat and Chris to the table. He was trying to split between the 5 and the 4, putting it on opposite sides. Didn't like trying to go long ways with it. From the angle that I could see, made sense. The shot he was trying. Just trying to get a little too juicy. Juicy Jones on that shot left this opportunity for Team Pat and Chris. Everything's wide open. Don't see a single issue here. Should just go 1 rail here. Well, that plays just fine. Further than he wanted, but that'll be just fine. Let's see if Pat goes 2 rails and plays it for the side, or plays across the line and goes into the corner. He's playing to cross the line, and he played the speed perfect. Little drawback from Chris, and we're in business. Game number 1 looks to be going Pat and Chris's way. All right, at some point tonight, we are bringing in a special guest commentator, the Charlie Jones. Do a little commentating for us here at some point in the match. Right now, Charlie Jones' husband, Scotty Jones, looking at a 1-0 deficit. And Pat and Chris with the break and the lead. All right, looks like we are going to bring in the Charlie Jones. All right, so I'm going to pass the special helmet and the headset. And Charlie Jones will be with you in just a moment. Okay, this is Charlie Jones now coming to you. I know I sound just like Rusty, but it's a trick. I've been working on this voice a long time. So, Charlie here. We got David playing with the delicious Scotty Jones. All right. Anyway, Rusty here, David at the table. Back cut with some inside, got it. Scotty have a shot? He does. Looks like he can play it into the side here. Come off the top rail, possibly a second rail for the 5. Good shot. Nice speed. Almost went a little over on there, but stopped just in time for just about perfect shape. All right, David should just be popping it off the side rail here, looking to tie this up. You give him an angle. You certainly want an angle on this shot. However, with the layout that we're looking at, not such a big deal. A straight draw shot will work just fine. All right, I think Scotty came up a little short of what he wanted, but I don't see a problem here. Just remember, David, you don't have to get Scotty perfect, but you'll get him plenty good just by making the ball. Nice, easy stroke. He came back to the other side. Okay. He didn't like staying on that side. And so Charlie Jones actually had thought that we'd both be on the headset, but I don't have a second headset here at my Musette streams. So she's going to be coming on a little bit later. But right now, I'm here to tell you that it's all tied up 1-1 in this race to 5 for 9-ball. Second set, whoever loses set number 1 will break first, and set number 2, which will be 8-ball, a race to 4. If we're at 1 set each at that point, we'll play 10-ball, race to 3. All right, David on the break. We've been getting one down, but not this time. Once again, 1 ball sitting at the top rail, cue ball sitting center table. The cut is available, but it's not easy. It's got good options here for a safe, using the 4 and the 2. Okay, or using the 5. And I believe Scotty will be able to get a good hit here, and with the traffic in the area, good opportunity to end up on the good end of this shot. Little knuckle shape, little knuckle safe there. Pat now coming to the table. He's got to make the 1. Shouldn't be difficult, but he is going to have to dig in and hold for the 2. And he's going to move the cue ball in the direction of that side pocket. So I think we'll see him play it okay here. But nope, he didn't even take it on. 1 ball came too far back down table now. Open shot for David. Tough cut here, but it is there. Cue ball automatically goes back and forth for shape. All right, got a fortunate skid off the side wheel there. Hit that pretty far up, but hit it at good speed. And the 1 ball finds the bottom of the pocket. 2 to the 3, not automatic. We might actually see Scotty come all the way around table here instead of just coming back 1 rail. If he's got a little bit of an angle and he can get to the bottom left of that cue ball. There he is. He's trying to dig in here, trying to come all the way around and make something happen down table with that 3. Come 3 rails right at it. 1, 2, not enough. But he did give him a look at it. He gave him a good look at playing a safe here. Just knock the 3 away, send the cue ball towards that 4. Use the 4 as a backstop. Or just try to keep it behind the 6. Shooting over the 5 increases the difficulty a bit here. Popped it out. Popped it out. Going to be tough, though. I don't know if that 3 passes through. Let's see if we can't get a little closer look at that. No, that 3 doesn't pass through. Let's see what Chris has in store for us. We tried the back cut. That was available. Well, got some folks in the house tonight. Got Mikey Brown, Bob Andrews, Chuck, Jeff. One game. All right. Missed what happened there. I was saying hey to Bob. If you can't read that in the yellow there, that is telling you that 9 balls are raised to 5, 8 balls are raised to 4, 10 balls are raised to 3. Nicely played there. Wasn't a lot of advantages to going for that shot. All right, 4 ball now. Can play a 2-way here, banking the 4. Missing it short if you do miss it. Or you could just straight up take the cue ball off the edge of the 4, 2 rails behind the 6, 9. Or just get the 7 ball with the cue ball, but not the 4 ball. Well, I will say that 4 ball landed in about as worst shot, a worse place as it could be. Although, if you look there, it's not on the rail. So, actually, that will be. But since it's not on the rail, I sure. Okay, that's better, but I like playing it the other way. Just because you're not messing around with that cue ball or with that side pocket. That certainly worked. Let's see if there's too much angle, and Pat's going to go 2 rails, keeping the cue ball under the 8 off of rail number 2. And Pat's plenty experienced. He'll know what to do with this cue ball here. Get him right on the 6. 1, 2. Slow down. Traveled a little far. Chris might just be bumping the 8 ball here. Got to play at good speed so you don't plant that 8 ball on the bottom rail. Took the cue ball right behind it. Shooting out of the pocket always adds a fun element to the shot. And he got it. Looks like game number 3 is going the way of Pat and Chris. That'll be a 2-1 lead in this race to 5. We're going to see Chris breaking here. I believe he broke the first game that they broke as well. All right, set 1, 2-1 lead for Chris and Pat. Chris on the break. And that one ball finding near the top rail. So they're missing that side pocket. A similar version of this same shot has been the opening shot of at least 3 of these 4 racks now. Try to bring the cue ball back down table towards him. 6 ball's going to help. What a backstop that was. I'm not sure that's how he planned it. Doesn't matter. That's what he got, and that's going to work nicely. Pat's certainly going to get a good hit here. Oh, he's grabbing the jump cue. That makes the good hit a little more questionable. But he does get over. Got a great shot at making it. Looks like that is the 2 ball right there. Let's take a look. Is that the 2 ball? That is, appear to be the 2 ball down there, same end of the table as the 1-9. Pat on the jump shot. All right, we got a good jump shot, but I did hit that 8. Hit it with the stick. Yeah, cue ball got over. He hit it with the stick. I'm going to go take a look, though, real quick here. Just make sure. All right, I'm just taking a peek at my YouTube here. Here we go. Bob's here taking a look with me. Oh. No, but at this point, we can't say anything. Yeah. I've heard that. I've never seen it in print. On the way down. Yeah, as it was coming down. Well, because it initially was high enough, but yeah, he cleared it, but then it came down and just, it, yeah, it don't matter now. No, no, no way. Yeah, so we looked back at that, and the cue ball clipped it on the way down, but we all agree there's no way Pat thought it was that. There's no question that he thought it was a good hit and that he just took to the uh, cue ball with the stick. But as I saw when I looked back on the YouTube, it was definitely clipped it on the way over, just on the way down on the opposite side of it. But moving on, 5 ball now. A little close to the work, just kind of stun it, hold there. Doesn't need to do much, roll up maybe. Doesn't have to get all the way up table for Pat to have a good shot from the 6 to the 7. Okay, played it well. Paddle played it to the other side of the 7. Just make sure you get a good move angle here. Saw a good video, talked about really you break it down to two angles that you need. You either need a move angle or a hold angle. Well, I thought that was a pretty simple, pretty good way of simplifying when you're getting shape. You simplify it down to, do you need a moving angle or do you need a holding angle? And that there is a holding angle. Ever so slight, get them down to the bottom rail. Well, it looks like we're going to be at 3-1 now, Pat and Chris. Game number 5, David and Scotty. With the break. Well, Scotty and Dave got to make something happen here. All right, Scotty Jones here on the one ball. Oh, just tickled. Cannot quite get it going. Getting a little hot as well. So I'm going to have to play either a 2-8 combo here. Yeah, I don't think there's any other option besides playing the combo. I don't think you want to try to play under it. Well, Pat looks like he's going to have to go back and forth to get shape on that too. I don't know that he's going to risk trying to get under this on the other side of that 7-3. I think he'll stay up table. Shoot for the window back on the rail that he's nearest now. In fact, he might not even have to go back and forth. Now that I look at the video feed instead of the table, the angle I'm at looks like he's got more of an angle than what I see on the video. Okay, pop to the other side of the 7. Well, let's see what he does. That's definitely a better angle to play the combo from. How'd he hit it? I think that's a good shot. Nicely played. Gave him about the best shot he could have given him to play this combo. This 2-ball may be going towards the 9. You want to keep that in mind. Depending on how you hit this. Oh, hit at good speed. It's still almost too much. It's going to be tough to get what he needs on this to come back for the 3. It's either going to have to just accept the really long shot and try to make something happen with some inside. Trying to make something happen with some inside would not be Pat's style, as far as that's a very uncertain way to get any kind of a shape. Kind of dumb stuff I would try to do. juice it up with the inside and hope something cool happens. Let's see what Pat does here. I think he's just going to give him the longer 3-ball. Oh, he was able to get something on it. Wow, he hit that really good. I got more on that than I thought. Chris trying to decide if to go forward or come back off that rail. Oh, nice. Just played it on the other side of the 4-ball. Should be looking good here. It's got a hold angle when he needed a move angle, but Pat will be able to make this work. It might be flatter than I think, because the way Pat's looking at it, he might be leaving him a little lengthier 5, might be leaving him on this side. Watch that side pocket, got it under it. Nice shot. Great shot there from Pat. Ooh, gonna snuggle, wants to bump it. All right, enough of a bump. We're in good shape here. We're gonna see Pat just draw this back. Looks like he's drawing it to the right side of the 9 as we're looking at it. Looks like Pat and Chris are going to have a 4-1 lead and the break. Oh, big miss. Now it's going to be 3-2, not 4-1. Oh, that's a big miss. From 4-1 to 3-2, just like that. Scott and Dave got to feel pretty good about that. Well, Pat trying to find a break he likes. Gonna have to wait at least one more game before they get on the hill. Hoping to make that this one right here. All right, here we go. Game number 6. Pat Wancewicz with the break. The Polish Prince. Here in this 3-set match, maximum of 3 sets. Set number 1 is currently where we're at with 9-ball race to 5. Pat and Chris 3-2 lead. Pat with the break. Ooh, snap. Dragon got something on that. Tough shape on the 1. What's he going to do here? Got to separate. Some nice banter going. Might put that 1 behind the 9-4. Nope, he's going for it. Fire it. Why not get the 6 while you're at it? Now he's going to leave his partner a chance to prove that he can bank as well. Lines up for a back bank. Although the 2-way is to bank it towards where the 9-4 is. That actually might be the better shot here. Because you're going to bring the cue ball back for the 3 in the side. All right, let's see what Pat does. And I think you bank it in that pocket near the 9. If you're going to miss it, you miss it short so that it sits on the rail near that first diamond. Have the cue ball back where he's standing for the 3. Well, if that's not what Pat does, I would do what Pat does. Okay, he wasn't playing, he was playing that shot, but not the offense, with the offense in mind. He was playing 100% defense. Trying to just leave that, didn't want to run into the 3 ball. All right, Scotty's trying to keep them off the hill. He's going to use the 9-4. He's going to poke out. And that has a clear pocket. Little top left on the 2, and you're in business. Oh boy, I thought it was dropping that whole time. 4 ball will be a challenge, but the carom is available. What, is he trying to clear the 4 here? Nope, he is definitely not. So I think they're going to be playing shape for the carom. If you take a look here, Scotty's eyeing it up now. But I think the carom's easier than trying to get the breakout or drop short side. And the shot he's got leads to shape for the carom. He did bring it back for the carom. Got a little flatter than he wanted. I think he wanted to be a little more straight on. Not straight on, but just more so than this. Just kind of run into the 4 and just follow through into the 9. Or is it going to play with just a slight clip? There it is, right there. Or do you just play the safe? But I think he's got to play for the 9 here. Oh, he did not. Okay. Okay. Good patience. Good restraint there from David. Very good restraint. Because that was going to be a tough shot and a real big chance to sell it out with leaving it right in the pocket. So, well done there by David, I think. I think he made the right call. If Scotty had given him a little better angle, I think he would have taken it on. All right. Pat with the jump cue again. Overhand, tippy toe. Got that one. Got that one. Opportunity, though, for Scotty Jones. They've got to get this. We've had, not going to get too many opportunities at a table like this. Bring the cue ball back and forth to the same side as the 4-ball now. Little pace. Oh, Scotty. Oof, missed it. Took it a little further down table than he should have, or intended, I'm sure. Let's see how David plays this. I think you want to play it forward so that you're coming to the open side of the 8-ball. Playing the 8 and the 9 in the same pocket. Yep, that's what he's mapping out right now. Don't need to do a lot of power here. Let your stroke do the work. Well, he powered through it. Got great. If he's under the angle, he'll just pop it right up center table for the 9. And that's what it looks like from here. Oh. Oh. Oh, what he was trying there. I don't think he was trying to draw back. He had the angle he needed. He just hit it too straight. He just hit that too straight on. Now it's a tester for David. I would certainly like him to make this shot, but it has come in question now. Got it. And where's that cue ball going? Oh. Yeah, why indeed? Oh. Now it's 4-2. Pat and David having a little fun. David trying to extend the fun in this set. Breaking here in game number 7. All right, David trying to make something happen here on the break. That 1-ball has been elusive from the side pocket. Let's see where it goes this time. Yep, cue ball, or 1-ball up at the top rail again. That has been consistent. We're definitely looking at a safe here. Well, unless it just cuts right in. Maybe the one just cuts in. No. All right, nicely done. Nicely done from Chris. Just control that cue ball. Send the one opposite direction. Safe allowed. Scotty kicking. Going 2 rails, coming off that bottom rail up between the 3-6, I think. Watch out, 6-ball. Nice hit. Kept him from getting ball in hand. That is big. That should have a good swing at this. I think the 2 goes in the side. I think all those balls in that little cluster go, unless that 2 does not pass into the side. Getting on the 2. Can take a good controlled draw here. And side rail, possibly a 3rd side rail. Nicely done. And if it goes, he can shoot it. If it does not go, he gave him the angle. Did he give him the angle to play safe? Well, why don't we just wait and find out? All right, what's Crystal in here? Oh boy. Well, that's going to make it interesting. I don't think anybody's going to be going for an early 9 here. It's just not quite sitting up nice enough. And Pat does have the ability to drop between the 4-9 here and take that 4 up table. Or down table as it actually is, considering that's the foot of the table. I was trying to miss that 7 ball. Wanted to come above it. I think he's just going for the bank here. Yeah, I think he was going for a lot there and had his split concentration between the 9 ball, the bank, and trying to leave it as a 2-way. I guess in this case it'd be a 3-way. Looks like Chris couldn't handle the 3-way. Now it'll be Dave looking here to get it to 4-3. That'll wake you up. Well, I'm just going to follow forward off that 4 ball. Trying to figure out the best angle he wants to use to get from the 4 to the 5. A couple different ways to do it. Not being at the table, I can't say for sure, but this might be my way as well. I like just going forward to get the shape on the 5. All right, looks pretty open from here. 5 to the 6, 6 to the 7. Just got to make sure you've got an angle on the 7. That's it. The only thing now that could maybe trip him up is be putting on a rail. Didn't want to do that, but he should be okay. He's got an angle. And just make sure you've got an angle on the 7. Dave, just roll it in and come off that rail about 4 or 5 inches. Nope, he's going back and forth. Tried going back and forth. Gotta take what the table gives you sometimes. This could be the conclusion of set number 1. If Pat makes this 6 ball, you gotta like their chances. And so for the 8-ball, we are going to have Charlie Jones in here for the commentary. That'll be 8-ball, race to 4. This is a 3-set format. Set number 1 is where we're at now. 9-ball, race to 5. Pat and Chris with the 4-2 lead. Pat at the table now. Just got to get an angle. Have I mentioned that they need to get an angle? Oh, 7-ball or 6-ball did not decide to cooperate. Still up. Looks like Scotty's got no choice but to leave Dave along 7. Does he have a little bit of an angle to give him something? Or does he just have to drop it in? I just had to leave David long here. It is a bar box, though. Is there anything really that's that long? Well, it certainly can feel like it when your opponent's on the hill. Overcut it? Nope, got it. Well, we got another game coming for you. Now 4-3. Oh, did I jinx him? I typed the 3 already. Let's see. Nope. Well, that's one way to get a safe shot. Not exactly how I saw it going down, but Scotty Jones saw it perfectly. It looks like he's got to do a 2-rail kick or a jump here. Looks like he's going for the jump cue. Keep an eye on him. He's all right. Pat Wancewicz on the jump. Well, no question that time. Ball in hand. And that's where the 2-ball is. So the 2-ball does go in the side or up table. For it to go in the side, you got it real good on it. Trying to decide now if he wants to play on top of it or under it or over it. As a reminder, we got Charlie Jones coming to do commentary for the 8-ball. Ball in hand here for David. Playing above it comes with a challenge with that 9 ball. Could just come straight across. Oh, that's definitely not what he wanted. Definitely not what he wanted. Nice bank shot, Charlie or Scotty Jones. All right, 3 to 4. Big shot here. Small windows on the 4. Whether you're staying under the 8 or going over it. Probably staying under the 8. Just come 2 rails here. Just missed that 7. Nice job missing the 7. Better than hooking him behind the 8. Gave him something to shoot at. Getting to the 5 ball could be tough. But he also could elect to play a good safe here. I think he's going to, well, boy, that side pocket plays big, going for it. That side pocket plays too big, I think. I think the angle's too sharp to really have the draw take enough effect that you're coming up above the side pocket. Got to rely on all left-hand spin to come above that side pocket. From what it looks like, anyway, I could be wrong. Oh, he's just playing the bank shot. All right, now David, let's see what he does here. I don't think he can bank it either direction to either corner pocket. He's trying to get. Wow, he hit that pretty good. He hit that really good. Nice shot, David. Scott and Dave still fighting. Oh, if that doesn't catch the knuckle, he's looking good. All right, Scotty Jones. 9 ball's playing big, and how he's going to get shape. Let's see what he does with it. Oh, slow down. Slow down. Oh, Scotty. Scotty not real pleased with himself there, as you can imagine. That 9 ball played big. I hate that I mentioned it, but I did. It looks like David's going for the short cue. Got another jump shot coming your way. Haven't seen anybody make one yet. Oh, David on the jump, trying to stay alive in this set. No, got the good hit. All right, got the good hit. That's huge. Gonna make him earn it. 6 to the 7. Not a difficult shot, but definitely not a guarantee. Pat is a solid shot. I definitely expect him to get back down table for the 7. I'll be hitting the second rail right about where his hand is. Oh, is he going to get on top of it? Oh, well, he definitely got it back down table, but got on top of it, making it tough. Chris now need to figure out what he's going to do here. We got to play safe here. Got to play the safe. Try to bring the 7 back down table. Wonder if he would send the 7 down this way and send the cue ball behind the 8. Looks like he's just putting the cue ball down at the other end. Where's the 7 going to sit? Whew. We'll brush the side pocket again, change the angle, leaving Scotty Jones a chance at redemption. Let's see if Scotty employs the top rail as we see it. Well, I guess it's the bottom rail as we see it. Let's see if he employs the second rail and rolls back towards the line, or just tries to judge at one rail coming up. I like using the second rail and coming back towards it, but we'll see what he does here. Just tried to judge it off the one rail. All right, we're keeping it interesting here. David taking another look. That's what he's cueing at right there. He's got room. He did touch the 9 with his stick, but it stayed basically in that same spot. Scotty now needs this 9 ball. I would call this 9 ball just outside of comfortable. Certainly not difficult, but definitely just outside of comfortable, especially when the other team's sitting on the hill. Scotty Jones got it, and we are hill. Ladies and gentlemen, how's that for a first set? All right, here we go. Hill. Set number 1. David with the break. One ball's been coming up and planting on the top rail here. Nearly every break at David's. Let's see what we get this time. Oh, this time it caught the knuckle. Hit a little bit lower. Caught that knuckle and went down to the bottom rail. Nothing down. Opportunity here for Chris and Pat. 5-3, no piece of cake. All right. Yeah, Pat's surveying the table. He's got the one, the two balls sitting here, and four balls on the top rail, two balls, the next ball near it. It's the three ball that's really a concern. All right. Scotty Jones with the clip and a scratch. All right, Chris trying to figure out what he wants to do here. He doesn't like the three ball combo. It solves the problem with the three. Looks like it goes. Oh, I see what you're saying. Matt wanting Chris to get cheesy. Get that 1-9. There's room to drop it short side and go after it. There's even enough traffic on the table you can get a little two-way going. It is risky though at Hill Hill. We'll see what Chris decides to do here. I like the three ball combo because that three ball's screwed. They're all compact. I think you're leaving the one right there. The five might move out of the way. In fact, I'd hit it enough to make sure the five moved out of the way. Chris, what's he got planned? Something. Now we got something else coming. I think we're going to be tempted to. Someone's tempted. Someone's going to be tempted. It's going to be Scotty Jones. No, Scotty Jones scratched. That's right. This is for David. Oh, this could be a great comeback. Let's not forget that Chris and Pat had the chance to go up 4-1. It all looked. Look at that. Chris and Pat were so close to being up 4-1. Oh my goodness, that is amazing. Right in the gut, indeed, Matt. Boy, what a set that was. If 8 ball's anything like that, we are in for a treat. I'm going to outlive both of you. Bob just said I ain't going to make it that long. I'm going to outlive both Bob and Shane. Yeah, yeah. All right, so set number 1 in the books. Let's get that marked. Set number 2, 8-ball. Quick break. We'll be right back.
Hi, this is Charlie Jones taking in for Rusty, giving him a break in 8 ball for a little bit. Scott Jones is up to the table right now.
There's solid.
He went past he went past his shape a little bit there. Let's see what Dave has. Oh, possible scratch, no scratch. Pat Wancewicz is up to the table. He wanted everyone to know today that he ate a kid's Happy Meal and the mom was real mad at him about it. He is such a character. Lord, we have history about the purse holding, you know that. I thought we were past that, Red. This looks a little tight. We'll see if Chris can get past this 2 ball here. Oh, rattled it. Did he scratch too? Oh, he should have. This is a tough format in my opinion. You play 9 ball Scotch doubles, 8 ball Scotch doubles, and then 10 ball Scotch doubles as the rubber match. A lot of different formats to be played there. That wouldn't be my favorite. Oh, he broke it up, but I don't think he's real happy about the leave there. He being Scott broke it up. Oh, Pat Wancewicz up to the table. Pat's been playing pool since people have been wearing velour jumpsuits. Longtime player and a great player, and I respect him greatly. Excellent player. Just taking a look here, I can't quite see. Do you think he's going to take the 9 ball, Rusty? Is that what he's looking at? I know you can't hear Rusty, but we're kind of conversating between ourselves. Nope, he's not. Uncharacteristic miss from him. I assumed that Scotty was going to take the one ball here. And he is. Well, maybe he's going to change his mind. He's playing the one. Mr. Janecek to the table. Playing the two to come back up table. Don't get caught in traffic. Ooh. Scott seems happy about it, so can it get past the... Oh, yes, it can get past there. I don't know. Taking a second look. Oh, ball in hand. A little jump by Scotty on the cue ball there. Stripes have a little bit of trouble here. I assume that he's going to try to break these out right off the bat. Basket. It is harder than it looks back here, Rusty, to see what is actually going on at the table. Okay, we can look there. Because it doesn't look like that ball goes in the side to me at all, but maybe it does. Okay, he's trying it in the side here. Yes, good shot. He got there. Rusty's shoveling in his dinner here. What are you having for dinner, Rusty? Mashed potatoes? Oh, a Hy-Vee meal. I agree with this pattern. I would be taking this shot in the side as well. Coming off the rail, around. Good shot by Pat. Ooh. I believe he might have him snookered behind the... Can't tell from back. Yeah, I believe he's, but maybe not. He's calling it in the corner. Very difficult shot on the 8-ball. Knocked it right through the uprights. Oh, I've got another note from Pat here. Pat has been imparting knowledge right along this evening. He has a statistic for us that says, I think this is aimed at Scotty. 90% of bald men keep their comb. Then he says, after the 90% of men keep their comb, he says, they just can't bear to part with it. Oh my goodness, Pat. In this match, in this matchup, Pat definitely has old age and treachery on his side, that's for sure. Okay. I can't read it. I don't have my glasses. Give me your glasses. Okay. Yeah, I did remind them. I did. When I started, I gave a recap of where we're at, but we are in the 8-ball round. Scott and Dave won the first set in 9-ball. And the score for 8-ball right now is 1-0. Scott and Dave have a pretty wide open table here. Not any huge trouble balls. See what happens on this shot here. This is key. Good shot. Good shot, good shot. Scott is always looking at his next position shot. Yes. Important part of his routine, his pre-shot routine. Oop. Let me do these things anymore. Chris is up first to the table. With these caliber players, and it's usually one inning to the table. If you make a mistake, you usually don't get back up to the table again. However, it is Scotch doubles, and it does change the game where it's a lot harder to get into that run out rhythm flow when you're playing every other shot. At least speaking for myself. Good shot. Good shot, Pat. It's hitting my eyelashes. The helmet's hitting my eyelashes. You guys don't tickle me either. I love the amount of support that my husband and Shane Hagen are giving me right now. They're being super supportive right now. Well, I don't think that this is quite the shot that Chris wanted to leave for Pat on the one ball, obviously. I don't believe he can bank this one time past that stripe, but We can zoom in and take it. He's just gonna punt and leave them back. Never a bad shot in my opinion. Dave has a tough shot here from the rail. Play pocket speed here and should be able to still not a terrible shot on the one ball to be left. Chris is an excellent shot maker though. He's a good banker. See what kind of magic he's gonna pull out right here. Difficult leave. Cue ball down table. One ball right on the rail and one ball close to the rail. He's gonna call it one time back at him here. Good two-way shot by Scott. Pocket it. You leave it, Dave, for the corner. If not, leave a tough shot for Pat. He's gonna play safe. Try to get it behind that 8. Good shot. I assume that Dave will likely be. Did he call save? I thought I saw him motion for save. Looks like he's going for it. It's a difficult shot because you're going to turn the cue ball loose here. Ooh. Good safety play by both teams. Everybody knows I enjoy a good safety game. Get out. Get out by Pat and Chris. Chris and Pat's break. They're up 2-0 in 8 ball. Chris dropping a ball and giving Pat choice here. Rusty, if this helmet ruins my eyebrows, I'm not going to be happy with you. I have to have a stocking cap on to wear this helmet that I'm wearing, and it's creeping lower and lower to the point where I almost can't see here. I was just going to say I'm going to go show here, but I think it's messing up my eyebrows, and that's not okay, Rusty. Safety by Chris. How Scotty Jones answers. Gonna hit straight into that four. Great shot. No super easy shot out there for Pat right now. Let's see. Pat is known to be able to make a ball from just about anywhere, so we'll see what Pat comes up with here. Gonna play safe. Dave's up. He's gonna take the two ball. Oh, five ball, my bad. I thought he was going for the two ball. Chris has got Pat. A good start to a run out here. He's gonna take a lap around the table and see all of his options here. Never a bad thing. Good shot. Chris is setting up to leave for the 9 ball. Pulled it a little. Looks like it is Scotty Jones's shot to the table. Dave and Scott have yet to get on the board in this an 8 ball here. Oh, we have another note incoming from Mr. Wancewicz. No, I can't read. I don't have my glasses on. Pat says he is terrified of elevators and he's taking steps to avoid them. I can't wait to amass a catalog of one-liner jokes. I think it's kind of a older guy thing where the dad jokes they just start coming out, you know. Scott never used to tell dad jokes until he got to be about 40, and then he hasn't stopped. So so it looks like Dave is so tall, and I'm super short here, so it's kind of hard to see around him. Play safety. Decent shot there. An eight ball. It is a race to 4. This is going to be a key game here. This game here will either put Pat and Chris on the hill or give Scott and Dave a dog in the fight. So if I'm talking, you know. Oh, oh, good try. Still not any sort of great lead for Dave and Scott here. Scott is up to the table. assume he might nick the one and put. Oh, maybe he's going for the 5 down table without scratching. But they still have a ball in the pocket up here to use to get out of this situation. So there's no real way for them to leave them safe at that moment. I am trying my best over here, guys. That these guys are behind me. And Sean has got Shane Musette Hagen has got jokes today. He has got jokes today. And well, well, I'm not technically on the phone, Shane, but he missed the. He missed. They would like a replay, Rusty. I believe Chris missed the ball in the corner completely, but he came off the rail and hit the 13 ball. That's my opinion, but we're going to go to a replay and see what happened here. Shane was distracting me, so. Yes, it was, yep, he's, so, we are replaying it. It is my opinion that he missed his object ball to make it in the corner, but I believe he came off the rail and hit the 13 first. But that is my opinion, but we're not sure. We're doing a replay here, and we'll see. He did it. It came off the rail and hit the 13, but we're gonna replay it. This one. Oh, I was. Oh, I guess only Dave gets credit for being right there. It was a good hit. The 5 ball sitting down here is not in a good position for Dave and Scott. I am wearing a stocking hat, Shane, yes. Yeah. And Dave is seeing that. Dave is definitely looking at the 5 ball because that is trouble. Yes, he did. Good job. Scott wanted Dave to try for the 5 ball there. So we'll see if, yeah. Scott is telling Dave that that 5 ball does not go. It is trouble, and he had a moment there to break that out and didn't do it. So now we'll see what Scott Jones has got in his bag of tricks to get over there and move this 5 ball out. See what he comes up with here. So then he comes here, right? I think it would be tough. Shane and Rusty are also here talking. They thought maybe hold it, or Shane did. I think it would be difficult to hold this shot over and break it out. Now we're gonna have to. Unlucky. Unlucky there. He broke it out and gave them ball in hand. Um, just to. I am unmuted. Okay, here we go. Yeah. Oh, let's see right by there. It's gonna combo the 10 ball in and set pad up perfectly for the next shot here. Mm. 9. Thank you for the shot, Jane. Okay, they are on the hill now. Score is 3-0 in favor of Chris and Pat. It looks like we might possibly be headed to a 10-ball rubber match here. While we're waiting here. Okay. Dave broke and he broke dry. Chris seems to think that solids are the best balls. So that is what he's going for here. Or what they, I should say. I think the Pat ran off and left. He got mad and left, Chris. Sorry about that. Well, we're in a break here this weekend. We'll be having the Kelly Selby Memorial Ladies Tournament on Saturday. So if anybody wants to come down and cheer us ladies on, or remember Kelly, who was a sister to me and a great friend and darn fine pool player, an excellent Master Ladies pool player. And we'll be remembering my sister Kelly this weekend. So I'm looking forward to playing in that tournament and looking forward to having it's a full tournament, so we're guaranteed an excellent turnout for that, and I'm very happy for that. And thanks to Billy Kephart for putting that together and bringing us all together so that we can continue to keep Kelly's memory alive in our hearts and play the game that she loves so much. Oh, we have Pat Wancewicz has once again graced us with his presence. Here we go. Again, Pat and Chris have solids here. Looks like again, I always love to watch Pat play. He's an excellent shot maker. It's very fun to watch. It looks to me like he's going to combo the 7 here. Yeah, Chris just told me he's tired of carrying, or Pat's tired of carrying him. I really doubt that. Chris has played good pool and always does. Scott's shot up to the table with stripes. Knowing my husband, I believe he's going to take exactly this shot into the corner and set Dave up for the side. Good shot. Scott, when it comes to running out in pool, he definitely likes the stop shot method. So we'll see how well that works out for them here. They do appear to have some trouble, though, at the end of the table with the one ball. Doesn't, or not with the one ball, but the stripe doesn't go in the corner past the 2 balls. So they're going to have to break that out at some point here if they plan to get out. Dave's gonna take the shot on the side. Drew that back. I don't think he meant to leave that position there. Yeah. I think that Scott wanted him to stop shot that side, and so that he could put the 14 ball on this side. Yeah. No, Pat, I'm not expecting a sandstorm anytime soon. So Scott is in a tough position here. He's going to try to pocket the 9 ball in the corner. Yeah. Pat also seems to be a little concerned about the 1 ball as well. I don't know if that doesn't go past there on his side. But Rusty's going to try to zoom in here. Yep, he broke it up. Good shot. Leaving Pat an excellent shot on the 1 ball. If he has the room, draw it back between those 2 balls on the room. Give him choice, but I don't know if he can get in between those 2 without scratching the side, possibly. We'll see what he does here. He's hitting draw. Yep, he was trying to get between those 2 balls. Good try. I would have tried to do that too. At least give your partner a choice. I would have tried the 6 though. After the 1. All right, Dave is back up to the table. Okay. I thought he was talking to me. Scott could play a safety here. Looks like he's gonna go for it. Dave will be taking this in the corner and trying to. He's going in the opposite corner. Taking the 15 in the opposite corner and trying to get down table to give Scott a shot. Good try, good try. Chris has no choice but just make this a must-make shot here. Put it in. Believe that Pat will be taking the one and leaving the 6 ball to Chris. Coming back off the rail. There you go. Excellent shot. He gave Chris a slight angle to try to bring that cue ball back up table to get shape on the 8 ball. There you go. Perfect shot. 8 ball straight in for the set, possibly. Alright, here we go for the set. Alright, that's my time up here. Rusty has had his dinner and he will be leading you guys into the rubber match, and it is 10 ball to take it all. So thanks for listening. I hope I didn't do too terrible. I hope everyone has a great, safe night. Take care.
All right. And Rusty is back on the headset. Got the final set coming your way. Let me update the score in set 2, showing the 4-0 score. We've now moved to the 10 ball. Third and final set here. Let's see if we got a kick shot. There we go. Nice kick. Little clip from one of my favorite movies. Pat on the 3 ball. Let's come back down for the 4. Got the angle to do it. All right, so we're looking at either a safety or a 9 ball shot here. Just clip the 4 and try to make the 9. Or just try to put the cue ball underneath the 9. What do we got going here? All right, played the safe, got that 4 under the 10. And I do think Scotty's got a piece to work with here. See the 4 just peeking out a little there? Okay, now this is where Pat could pass it back. I think Pat does. All right, Pat's going to take it on though. It's got a chance to play the safety here. He can see it, just can't see it to make it. Nicely done. Separation and cover. I think he can squeeze between the 5-10 at the correct angle for the 2-railer coming in behind it. Looks like he's going the other way though. Maybe he can't see between the 5 and 10. He's going for the rudder up kick. Calling it in the corner. All right, third and final set here. Got the 10 ball, game number 1 here. All right, David got his jump cue in hand. I do believe he's called the 4 ball. Oh, we're in. Oh, that's where he called it. How about that? How about that? What a shot from Big Dave Janecek. Scotty now probably a bank here. I don't think he can cut it. Got it. I think Dave's got enough of the cue ball to the 10 is not going to interfere, but it's physically, but certainly mentally. It's right there. I sound muffled. I sound muffled here. Is that better now, Heidi? Oh, Dave with the miss on the 7 ball. That's better, but still not great. All right. All right. Let's see if that's any better. All right. Let's see if that's any better there. Let me know. If not, I might have to completely unplug and plug it back in. Okay. All right. Thanks, Heidi. Chris tried to dig in. Couldn't quite get it done. 7 ball open for Scotty Jones. Shape on the 8. Should be right there. Sam Rambo in the house, my man. Love this brother. Love this man. Saw, how you doing? Good, good. Good to see you. Oh, Scotty was able to put it in the side. Nice shot. Shots are right in the side. Dave Janecek now. Had to take a quick little break. He'll be right back. Here we are in the final set of this 3-set match. Set number 1, Scott and David with the comeback win to take a 5-4 victory in the 9-ball set. 8-ball set, all Pat and Chris 4-0 with the shutout. Both teams sitting at 0 here in game number 1 of the 10-ball that will decide who makes it into the finals. Let's see if we can't find this bracket for you and get a peek at it. The game, David Janecek should be able to get you to the 9-ball here, Mr. Jones, in perfectly good shape for you to get him back on the 10. All right, Scotty just wants to make sure he brings it off the rail. Game number one in this short race to three. Right there for David and Scotty. After getting shut out in set two, they want this one. Just pop it off that side rail. There you go. All right, after getting shut out in set two, Scott and David taking game number one here in set three. 10 ball. David, the lead. Pat and Chris with the break. Let's take a look back. Let's take a All right, Pat with the break. Game number two. Set number three. Don't think anything's down. Things are open. Got a set of balls up table, set of balls down table. 2 and 6, I guess, not open. I kind of missed the 6 there for a moment because I was looking from the angle that I can see it from my seat. Scotty checking the combo, or not the combo, the carom there. Even with the carom, though, your 2 ball's not going to be an easy shot. You got to get the 2 ball all the way to the rail so that it goes between the 8 and the rail. First things first, got to get that 1 ball down. Does it even want to take it on? Tell you that 2-6 carom does not lead to a run out. Let's see. Prove me wrong, gentlemen. Prove me wrong. Let's see it. I do believe you can make the 6. But now from this angle, you might just have to put that through put that 2 right through the 5-8 and clear its own path. The facility is looking for the Polish Prince. Yeah, he definitely missed his last bed check. There he did. Push that 2 right through the 8. Great job. And that is now definitely open. Scotty Jones just needs to drop back for the 3. Based on the angle he's got, he's going to have to leave a pretty good angle on the 3. You need that moving angle, though. Get your moving angles and your holding angles. Needs a moving angle on the 3. Coming around behind the 10 ball. What balls he had. Holy smokes, coming back behind the 10. I think it's a little bit straight, though. Think it's a little bit straight. He's going to have to leave him with a long 4 ball. Not sure that's what Scotty was going for. All right, nice shot to get it out to center table there. Well, Scotty Jones, what's he got for us? He's eyeing up that combo. All right, Scotty, what you got for us? Could just roll up and use that 8 as a blocker. Put the cue ball on one side of the 8, leave the 4 on the right side of the 8. That is a touchy shot, though. Easy to leave something for your opponent. That's what I like. You can definitely make sure you get. I think you really got a shot at getting the 4 and cue ball separated with the 8 in between. But if you're feeling the combo, make that combo, you're looking good the rest of the rack and looking to be up 2-0 in a race to 3. Instead, the combos there for Pat and Chris, looking to tie it up at 1 each. See if we can't get a little more drama dripping here. All right, nice speed there from Chris. All right, Pat will be going back and forth trying to leave that cue ball center table. If the 9 ball wasn't there, he'd just keep that cue ball right above the 5, but it is there. So it's going to definitely be on the 5 ball side of the table, but near center table, generally speaking. Yeah, rolled too far. Rolled too far. Should be okay for Chris, though. Don't need to do anything too fancy here. 2 rails takes you in good shape right where just underneath that 9 ball. Oh, he went 3 rails coming around the other way. If that hits square, he's good. Oh, missed it completely. But that was dangerous. Danger, Will Robinson. Danger. Pat now, I don't know if this takes him into the 9. Looks like he might miss the 9 or hit the rail and then clip the 9 coming off the rail. He's close to the rail, the cue ball, that is. That is going to limit his ability to manipulate the cue ball. Let's see what he does here. He might just bump into the 9. Oh, he was worried about that. How he was coming into that rail or into the 9. Definitely on his mind. Now, David, I don't know what he's going to do, but I think he should probably try to put that cue ball on the other side of the 10. Get a little separation side to side rail. Might be going for the bank here. Should bank it to the bottom right as we see it. Missing it on the pro side if you miss it. Trying to leave the cue ball underneath the 9 to take the 9 up the table if you do make it. Okay, he called the 7 to the left. Is he trying to cut it? Is he trying to put off a bank? What do we got here? What a thin cut that was. Wow, don't get in the side pocket. Did it knuckle get him? Did the knuckle get him? I don't know if the knuckle got him. That was an insane back cut. Wow. David coming with a serious sword right there. Unfortunately, just caught that knuckle, blocking off the path for Mr. Scotty Jones, who's got to now kick at it. Probably going to call the kick bank. Well, just called nothing, which means he's going pockets, or just hard enough to hit it. Just hard enough to hit it. Let's hit it dead on. What a great shot. That was beautiful. What a great shot, Mr. Jones. All right, Chris down with the safe. Gonna try to just leave the 9 there. He does. What a great game we've got going here. All right, now I think the shot here is to 2-rail the 9 into dead center top rail, bottom rail as we see it on the screen. As they're playing the game, though, it is considered the top rail. Pull that cue ball back under the 10. Let's see what he does. He went for it. Wow, he went for it. Well, the safe that I was referring to may have been just as hard as that shot. And if that's how David felt, he definitely played it correctly and going for that shot. Now we're looking at 1 game each here in the final set. Game 3 will be David and Scott's break. All right, we are coming down to it here. Race to 3 means maximum of 3 games left. Looks like we've got 15 games in the books total. At the most, 3 games to go. This one's getting kicked off with David. Trying to put all that power into this 10-ball break. 10-ball is a tough game to break. How's David going to do? Got some power behind it. Nothing dropping, though. 1 ball sitting, not available for a good offensive shot, but sight of it does look like it is available. All right, I am getting something set here. I want to talk about something here real quick. I need to get the image loaded first, though. Oh, is something going to get a rail? Two ball, two ball. No, no rail, it looks like. All right, ball in hand. All right, so this weekend, we've got quite an event coming up. I'm certainly going to be showing up and showing my support. Looking forward to doing just that. But this weekend is a memorial for this beautiful woman you see on the screen here. Scotty's looking at the one ball still. Looks like he's looking at the 110 combo. But Kelly Selby, here's a women's draft memorial tournament coming up for her. Looking forward to that this weekend. We miss her dearly. I know many women are looking forward to getting together, telling and sharing some stories of her playing pool, the game she loved so much and represented in an amazing manner. Went out a Midwest champion and Hall of Famer. I know she is loved by many, missed by all. Kelly Selby, we miss you, honey, and we love you very much. Looking forward to sharing stories of you this weekend. Pat with the safe there where he's just leaving it tough. Darren David a little bit to maybe take this on. Looks like the one ball does go down table past the 5. It is tight. There she is, Kelly Selby. We love you, honey. We love you. David here on the one ball. Good shot. Well played. Well played. Kicking to the right side with that 310. Not real viable. Looks like you kind of got to try to squeeze it behind that 6 ball. I don't know that that's available to get a hit. But let's see what we got here. We got Pat on a break, it looks like, and it is Pat's turn. So had an exciting match so far. Here we are in set number 3, 1-1, and a race to 3 here in the 10 ball, which is the final set of this match. Winner gets into the finals. Scott and Dave were facing a 4-1 deficit in the opening rack of 9 ball. Pat and Chris let a 4-1 lead just slip right out of their hands. They then did make it 4-2. Pat and Chris did, but Scott and Dave completed the comeback to win 5-4, set 1, set 2, all Pat and Chris domination and control throughout 4-0 to bring us here 10 ball set number 3, 1 apiece. Nice hit from Pat. Is it going to freeze on the backside of that 5? How is that? How good is that? How do you like that? Right there. Nice shot, Pat. I guess 148 years experience definitely pays off. Pat Wancewicz with the great 2-rail kick safe. Leaving with Scotty Jones having to find some way at this one ball. Looks like he's going to have to swerve a little around that 5 and kick into the 1. Oh, no, he could see it. Oh, and he played that pretty well. Definitely left a piece of it, but did not leave it as a pocketable ball. Chris going to try to bring the cue ball back around behind the 9-3-10 area. 6 ball going to ruin his plans, but he's got almost had better plans, but no, that 1 is now open. Nice play there. Good shot, Dave. Now, ideally, you want to shoot that where it stays right on top of it. But that is a great shot. Left that 4 ball where it's at. Don't know that the jump is available, and it's pretty close for a jump, but available to someone with a good jump cue, with a good jump cue skill. But I think Pat's going to be going for the kick here. You kick at this at the right speed, and you've got a good chance of using traffic in the area to leave your opponents tough. Ideally, you want to run into that 1 ball and use the 6 as a separator. Oh, he just about nailed it, too. Didn't leave anything offensive. Should be able to brush by, though, the 1 ball, possibly leave the 6 between them. Just don't put that cue ball in the pocket to the top right of the screen as you see it. Scotty Jones giving it a look. Scotty Jones giving it a look. All right, Betty Doak, if you're listening, I got them cards for you, honey. We're gonna definitely take care of you. You're more than kind to me when we run into each other, and happy to give it back as I can. Should have a few of those as I visit the ladies playing that tournament this weekend. So watch for that. If you don't know what cards I'm talking about, well, I guess you're out of luck. Betty knows. All right, what do we got? We got some pressure coming. Good pressure's cooking now. Most games left are 3. 2 is not really available here. 1 ball's now going to go into the side. If he takes it on, I think he will take on the 1 ball and then possibly play a safe on the 2. All right, so Chris, what you gonna do here, buddy? Well, I think he was trying the combo. The combo that is left now, though, for Scotty is not easy. That 8-ball's just far enough up table. Let's take a look. I think I'm right. Yeah, it's just far up enough that 2-8 combo is absolutely not easy. But I think Scotty's got to go for it. Got to watch that 2-ball stays. Oh, good shot. Good speed. That was a very good shot from Mr. Scotty Jones. Sweeten my man. I always love seeing you check in. All right, let's see what David's got here. We are at 1 each in this final set. Who thinks we're going to see Hill? 10-ball is a funny game. It's got a way of swaying back and forth. Let's see what it does here. I think Scott is going to be trying to draw back. I don't think the side pocket's an issue at all. There's a bit of an angle. But if you lit up on the stroke, it could scratch. You got to keep a firm stroke on it and draw back off that 3-ball, and you can avoid the scratch. You lit up on the stroke, and next thing you know, that cue ball is finding the bottom of that side pocket. So maybe he's trying to avoid that risk whatsoever. And not drawn back. I'd say bye to Saw, my man. All right, Mr. Saw Rambo, love that man. Nice shot, Scotty. Leaving David a good shot on the 4. Kind of a tester, but it lays good where you can just concentrate on making it at a decent speed, and Scotty should have everything he needs to get you set up for the rest of the game. All right, I thought he would stay a little further up table. He can take it in the side, though, come around 2 rails. But are you going to get high enough on the 6 to get from the 6 to the 7? That's the question. Needs to get high enough on the 6. Okay. And he did. I think in an ideal world, he's a little short, but he's just fine. Davis should just be able to come forward, just bounce off that side rail a little bit. It's okay if you leave him a bit of an angle. He's going to need that to get to the 9. So just roll the 6 in, just enough to bounce that cue ball off the side rail 4 to 6 inches, and Scotty Jones will be able to get you up from the 7 to the 9. Oh, he came back, now 7 to the 9. Little trickier. Little trickier. Got to put a little draw on this to come back, keep it on this side of the 10. In order for that draw to take, you got to put a little bit of a stroke on this. It's a tricky shot here. Scotty's trying to use the 10. He did. All right, Draven, just pull it back right in the line that you're going to be shooting at. Just pull that cue ball back along that line, and Mr. Jones will have the 10 ball for game number 3 in this final set. Is he digging in enough? Well, you're just leaving Scotty the tough shot. That's okay. Scotty's supposed to make this. Scotty Jones here for the 2-1 lead. Oh boy, missed it, but missed it on the pro side. Pat now with a tough one. I think he's just going to go for the bank right here. I think that's what I saw called here. He's definitely a favorite to make this. He is going for the bank. Pretty sure that's what I saw called. I definitely like his chances here. I think Pat's going to get this. Oh, way short. Wrong pocket. 10 ball spots. All right. So David kind of mistakenly thought maybe the game was over. It's not, technically. It certainly does not look good if you're a fan of Pat and Chris. David here for a 2-1 lead in this. There it is. All right, Pat and Chris now breaking. Game number 4. Isn't it their break? Who broke first? Yeah. Yeah. All right. Yep. If he moved the cue ball, that would have been ball in hand. Then that would have been a foul and ball in hand for Pat and Chris. 10 ball would have spotted, and Pat and Chris would have had ball in hand with the cue ball if David had moved the cue ball. All right, Chris with the break. Need to make it hill here. Let's get some excitement. Dry break, not the way to start. Let me check my notes on this particular bracket because I think, let me make sure, I think the 10 ball has got to be pocketed last for the win. Yeah, early 10 spots back up. Same team continues to shoot. You're welcome, Heidi. All right, Scott, Dave. First chance here. 2 ball is blocked by the 10. Could shoot the combo, but the 10 spots. It's not a win. Nine ball is going to stay in the way, though. I think you can see a piece of the 2. Let's see what he does here. Is he going to try to go get aggressive here? Just clip the 2 and do something with the 10? All right, 3 hours in, and we are now guaranteed no more than 2 games. Could be 1 game. This could be it. Could go with another one. Oh boy, 210 is still lined up. I hope that they are aware. I guess I shouldn't say it is lined up, but it does look like it's possible. I think they. I hope they know. I'm going to make sure. All right, on the bracket and on the flyer, the early 10 ball is not a win, but who reads? Who reads anyway? People just see 10 ball in the race. All right, Chris, now looking at the 3 ball. Should be able to spin to win here. Come around 2 rails for the 4. 3 to the 4, 4 to the 5, 6 to the 7. All going one end of the table to the other. Kristen, honey, hello from Omaha. Hope you're enjoying in Texas and get to visit a Buc-ee's. We miss you, honey. Pat should be coming around the table between that sidewheel 7 ball. 6 to the 7 is one end of the table to the other, but lined up pretty nicely. 8 to the 9, more of a tester than that. Wants it to go, wants it to go, wants it to go. Oh, Chris. Well, Scott and Dave, opportunity here to get this match closed out. Wants it to bounce, wants it to bounce. Okay, David. David, it's okay if you leave Scott a little longer. You don't need to power this to get close. There you go. Nice shot, David. You didn't overhit it trying to get in too close to it. You took what the table gave you. Scott's got a great opportunity here. Just needs to stun it over, take the 7 and 8 in the same pocket. Is Scott not stunning it? Oh. Oh, look at that. That's about as married as you get. Trying to get safe here. I don't like jacking up. Oh, man. Is that what he called? A little tricky, but this is for the match. For the match. Right there's what David's looking at. David for the match. Got it. Scotty and David moving on. Great set. There it is. Great shooting, Scott and Dave. They are moving on. We are talking about something else now. All right, Scotty's trying to show David something here. We are going to check out, and I sure appreciate you guys tuning in and checking out. I took tomorrow off, so I'm going to use a little bit of this time for myself and get some table time in. Have a great night, everybody.